And we're back.
You said like we had a commercial.
We had to go pay some bills.
What commercial did we have?
I used to wonder what they were talking about when they said we got to pay some bills. I remember Martin did that show in his apartment. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back after he exposed Pam. Like, bro, this nigga is crazy. So how's everybody doing?
Yay, yay, yay. It's going to be a good day. It's like 60-something outside. Or is it going to be?
60-something. Black people don't never get the second digit, but we got the first.
That's all that matters.
It's going to be 50-something today.
That's all that matters. The second digit only matters if it's under 50.
But there's a difference. It could be 51, which may be a little chilly. 59, though, is great.
That's why I said if it's under 50, if it's 50s, then the second digit matters. 6 and up.
Okay.
Especially after winter, you don't care. You're just like, I know it's going to be 60.
I kind of feel that one then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll deal with that. I wonder what happened to Cortez today.
The fact that I had to explain that as a black man.
I mean, but still, we do still just say 70-something. Probably 70-something today.
You only hear this 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know what I mean? 90s, you be like, 90 what? You know what I mean? It's always between
99, nigga? Oh, hell no.
Like,
No, we ain't about to be doing
see,
that.
that's what I mean. You ask what's the second digit for 90s and up, or you'll ask it for 50s and below.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on. Other than that, you like
anything's over 60 is 60. I don't know.
I would just point out the fact
65.
we never say the second digit.
65 is a solid number because 60 that could drop to 59.
That's true.
That could fuck shit
That's
up.
true. But that is true. But listen,
If it dropped to 59, you gotta wear a jacket. At
But-
60,
that's true.
it's a long shirt.
But
Yeah, it is.
But 60s weather, when you've already had like 30 and 20 and shit like
Yeah,
that,
it
you
feel
like 60.
Yeah, it feel good as fuck when you.
Yeah,
say
you
60.
be like, it's,
All right, but the
it's
difference in the 60s, though, because, like, I got a long sleeve shirt on, so 61, perfect. 69, I'm going to have to go get my T-shirt.
But you know, if it's 60s, come prepared. The shit can be tricky. You know what I mean? You might need a hoodie or a long sleeve under or in the trunk. You just need to make sure you got a second set.
I think we need to start telling our kids. We need to start telling the babies this.
We do.
I didn't grow up like that. All I know was it was something. We get it something.
Yeah. You got to be prepared. You can't.
You gotta be prepared.
Especially with the weather now.
Now, what if we, like, you can't say something for the first letter. You can't say it was something 7 out there. I don't know.
Oh, you can't. That doesn't make any sense, right? So many numbers.
But no, it's the same amount of
1
numbers.
through 100, nigga.
It's the same amount of numbers, but the importance of the first one is just
the importance of the first one is
more
just like the importance of every number. It's your job. They gonna tell you you don't get. I don't know what you're getting the worst first number, but you don't get 7. The second number's gonna be 7. You'll be like, what the fuck is 7? But if they hit you up and they be like, your check was in the 4 or 500 today. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, 4 or 500s.
Okay.
That's cool. But I say it's at the 7.
It matters.
The second number is 7, right?
Hey, I'm gonna start leaving 17. The first number out. Let Tasha ask me, hey, how's the weather out there? It's just something 3. Something 3.
Something around something around. It said something 4 or 7. 4 or 7.
I'm not really sure, but the wind chill.
The wind chill.
Now
that's the thing that fuck me up too. It be cold as hell, and they be like, we got a temperatures of 20 degrees today. 20 degrees. Yeah. The wind chill. It's gonna feel like 9 degrees. The nigga, it's 9 degrees outside. Like,
I would think it should be.
It's gonna feel like it's 9 below.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Shouldn't that be the temperature?
Right. What the fuck is we talking about?
It feels 20 out here.
It should all come together. It's the weather. It should all come together.
Well, I guess what that means is, let's say
it's not windy.
Yeah. Okay. So if a wind, like when the wind hits, you be like, shit, it's cold. Like when have you walked outside, like the wind is just acting a fucking fool. You like, damn, it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
And after a while, calm down.
But then after a while,
give me that temperature when it calm down.
No.
Give me the 9, then it jumps back up to 20.
But see, listen, niggas can never be happy. They try to tell you, look, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right. No, they try to tell you, look, motherfuckers, it is 29 outside. That's cool. But I'm letting you know when the wind hit.
No, nigga, I don't want to hear that
it's
shit.
It's gonna feel like 9.
I'm black. Only thing I can tell you is only time I avoid the wind is in the shade. Ain't no shade out there in the wintertime. Ain't no shade. Only thing you can do is just walk outside and you can't dodge the wind.
Yeah.
How the fuck I'm gonna dodge the wind?
And then you know what? It depends because different places, it happens. It's just not everywhere. Like I remember in Wyandotte, everybody was like, "Oh shit, it's windy as hell," and in Overland Park, we was like, "No, it's
cool
it's
out
straight.
here.
It's straight out here."
Cool.
But it was towards that way. So it just depends, which is why we need to get knee deep within the weather. I think we should.
I think people are now because, like, man, when we used to watch the news when I was little, I ain't hear nothing about no goddamn wind chill.
Yeah.
Like, they get all this new technology and Doppler radar and all this bullshit, and all of a sudden, and then now niggas will ask you, like, man, is it cold outside? I'm like, well, it's about 40. What's the wind chill? Man, so now you an expert?
Now I got to do the
I don't know
math.
the goddamn wind
Right.
chill. Shit.
You listen to the whole thing. That's what happens.
When you ask Alexa, what's the damn weather, she don't say nothing about no wind chill.
You need to add that to her language.
I
man.
think I'm gonna need I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to give her that skill because
Google
she don't know about the wind
Assistant.
chill.
Google
Mine
Assistant
do.
will tell you it
Mine
feels
tell me
like.
the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Google Assistant
Yeah,
on the
maybe
phone.
No, on my Google Home.
I got
She
Google
tells
Oh,
me.
you got Google Home.
But you know, Google everywhere. You can do it on your phone, on
Yeah.
your
Mhm.
because you can't do no Alexa on your phone.
Man, and that's the problem.
Trash.
That's the problem. Sometimes I be out in the fucking world
And you want an Alexa?
and you just be like,
Yeah, damn
you get
That is
damn.
odd. Alexa doesn't have like a app.
They got Alexa in the car now, but
Yeah.
like you can get in and install it in the car, but I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
I
got
think-
it on the, they
I
got it on
think
the whip.
Yeah, I think it got. I think it's an app for it, but I don't think it's like Hey Google or Hey Siri or Hello Siri or something like that. I think you have to actually go into the app and fool around with it.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
that and who wants to do that shit? I just want to call her.
We're just lazy. We got so damn lazy.
We got lazy.
When you was growing up, Ryan, and you had your first
Ain't that a
car,
bitch?
you weren't even looking at that shit. You was tape decks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see, or 8-track.
No, I ain't had no
I
A-track.
just making sure.
I've been in many a whip
Ryan-
with an 8-track.
That nigga Ryan.
I have to.
This nigga Ryan out
Hey.
here flexing.
And the
trying to
music was hot. I ain't gonna lie. The music
put
was
the
fucking
track
hot.
in there. When that nigga found out, he didn't have to take the tape out and change. He just pressed the button and it went to side B. That nigga was on some shit. That had to be like the best thing. You had to flex on niggas.
That
when
was
you
the
had to
good
take
thing
out the
about
tape.
8-tracks because even the B-side song was gonna be good. Like, dude, it wasn't no whole CD
But you
full
remember-
of bullshit.
But you remember when you had to put the tape in, and then you had to take the tape out, flip it to get the side B and put it back in. But then when
I
they
was
got-
too young then. I wasn't doing no flipping.
No,
Motherfucker
you
wouldn't
was.
let
You
me fuck
was
with
too.
that 8-track.
Not
He's
8-track,
talking about with the
tape,
cassette.
Oh, the
tape.
tape. Oh, so now we up to the. I thought we were still about to talk about the
I'm talking
8-track.
about the tracks. Talking about the
Sorry.
tapes. Tracks and
Anybody's
tapes.
about to let me test that motherfucking 8-track? Shit.
Because the 8-track you couldn't. Wait, the 8-track wasn't
I don't
like
think
the
you can
cassette?
flip it, but like I said,
Yeah.
I didn't have those privileges, so I have no
Yeah, 'cause
idea.
my
I was
mom
too
used-
young.
My mom used to play Houdini on it. It was like the whole track used to play. We used to like friends, like shit.
You gonna have to- how did it rewind though? When it got to the end, or did it just start like
The
right
tape
over?
B? Side B?
Not the
Wait,
cassette.
not the
I'm
cassette.
still talking about the
We talking
8-track.
about
Oh, my bad. 8-track. I think I don't know how that shit worked. I wasn't around then.
I think it only had one side
My
up.
people didn't have no 8-track. I came in the CD, the track, the cassette era.
Yeah, the cassette.
My
era.
pops used to have the little the bag box where he had the individual tapes in there.
Oh my god,
And
yeah.
then he
Yeah.
had about 3 or 4, and then he look in there. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
You know what? No, they probably had them. It's just that you was in the back of that car seat. You remember the old car seats that didn't look like they was safe as
That
shit?
ain't my air. That ain't my air. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know
Your
nothing
ass-
before
you-
5.
Cortez was in there in the back.
Play that track.
Hey, but I will tell you this. I've seen people. I've been real proud of people saying how they came up on their tapes. You know, they used to have the little 5-pack,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
storage.
Yeah.
You maybe move up to 10 now. When a nigga got that 30,
Yeah, that's when my pop had that damn 30.
but then when a nigga really do good, he got the double sided.
That's what he had. You flip that shit, man.
Flip that mother. You
No,
got 60 cassettes.
You know
in
you
that
was
bitch.
really good when you had that shit in alphabetical order. You was a DJ at that point, nigga. You
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Let me see where E40 at. E40 on this motherfucker. E40.
But if you really wanted to, like, if you was really a judgmental nigga, you want to see where they bread was at, you would go and you would pull one out. Like, is it that little flimsy paper, the 3 for $10
Oh
from the station?
yeah.
Or
yeah.
did they really got real inserts?
Yeah, they really got it from the store.
Like, hey man, this nigga
Yeah,
over
this
here,
nigga
he
out
on
here,
something. I
we
think he
steal
on
all
bread.
this shit.
Nigga got about $10,000 worth of cassettes.
Right. With
This nigga doing good.
Nigga doing good. My pop, when he became saved, he started listening to gospel. He threw all that shit out, man. I don't know where he put it at. He didn't had nothing but wild gospel. Kirk Franklin, Fred Hammond. I was like, damn, pop. You ain't got no lemon in here. Looking for the ends. No lemon. New generation. What is this, bro?
Niggas didn't really want you to ride with him. You lucky he let you in the car. The passenger seat was for that fucking tape case.
It was.
I would get mad like, bro, hey, just get in the back. I'm just taking you around the corner, right? Like, come on, dog. This is my shit. That was a fucking day.
You couldn't sit. Yeah, they had to get out the car, take all the tapes out, and put it in the back seat for you to get in the front. They wasn't doing that shit. Just get in the back.
I'm about to do all that.
Get in the back.
You know what? You drive. I'll just stay here. Just go do what you're gonna do and bring my car back, bro.
Leave the tapes. Leave me one tape. When the CDs came out, my first CD player, the first time I got a CD, I was so happy. My auntie, she bought it for me, man. That was so dope. I didn't even know what a CD was, but she bought it for me. And it was Crazy Bone. It was like this cowboy.
So
yeah, it was like this It was like this cowboy. It was like 4 tracks on there.
It was like, you better count.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't remember
that. I was rubbing that shit.
Was my shit, literally.
Nigga, my brother, he had all kind of shit. He had the one that didn't skip. Like if you dropped it or whatever, it kept playing.
Anti-skip?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that nigga had it was like a bulletproof case around that motherfucker. He dropped that mug, he was still playing it. My shit dropped. It opened all the way up. The CD fell out. I had to put everything. My headphones fell out. I had to put everything back in.
I got jumped one time. Didn't miss a song.
Didn't miss a song.
Like that shit really worked. That shit really fucking worked.
Shit is good.
These niggas is actually got their feet on me, and I'm still listening to this shit.
This nigga said, I gotta call him. Tell about the products. This is amazing.
It's amazing.
These niggas ain't going that hard, or this technology is the shit. Oh my god, yeah, them was a day.
Them was some days.
Oh man.
Shout out to all that. The cassette, when you had to use a cassette because you didn't have no CD player in your car.
Yeah.
I remember that Nellyville came out. And I only had a cassette.
The Nellyville.
But I had a little Walkman. I was like, I gotta go to Walmart.
They put that on the cassette?
So what you did was they had the cassette tape, right? That you plugged the little aux piece in your
oh, you talking about in the car?
That one in the car.
Yeah, I had that. I had that.
So when Nellyville came out, I went to Sam Goody to get it.
Sam Goody.
Then I was like,
shut his ass down.
You know what I mean? They shut Sam down. And then I went to, because it was on Mission, on Row. It was on Row.
Man, I ain't never heard of Sam Goody.
Really?
Way before my time.
Man, CD stores, tape stores and shit are, like, it's some around. Like, now people go to, like, Best Buy and shit like that.
They don't even have all the stuff in there. like
oh, no, Best Buy, you go in there. You ever actually accidentally bought the clean version because you didn't even know that they was cleaning shit up? I want them niggas like,
hey, that's all the one I got.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Like, ain't no curse words. You bob your head and you stop. Like, niggas will stop. Like, why does nigga ain't say fuck?
Right.
This shit too clean for Snoop Dogg.
Hey, you know what niggas do? So you got the clean version. This nigga, man. We can't listen to the radio.
I hated the clean version. Like, you wanted that shit as raw and gritty as you want. I grew up like the first, like, when I was getting tapes, that NWA shit. Man, and that Bow Wow, of course. But the NWA was hitting so hard. It was just like when Snoop first came out with that deep cover, it was like, this is the shit.
Dude, why you not playing nothing right now, man? You should be playing this shit in the background.
I should have a little bow in the back.
Not no Bow Wow.
Not no bow.
They call him Bow. They gotta get on my nerves. Okay, Bow Wow.
Hey, bro.
You made a little bow in the back.
Hey, and that bow was hitting, bro.
That was that bounce with me, bounce
with me. Around like, that nigga spitting.
Yeah, the dirty version, though. Y'all probably heard the clean. Like, y'all ain't. I had all the dirty mixes.
All about our dirty mixes.
with the Mickey Mouse ice chain around his neck.
I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all missed out on a whole fucking era.
Shit, dude. Oh, this shit said that nigga was on Arsenio Hall. That nigga was on Arsenio Hall at 5. That nigga did come back out to 13. That nigga Ron was bumping him from 5 to 13.
That nigga had an album out. Y'all just didn't get that. That nigga had a fucking EP out.
This nigga said I had the underground Bow Wow. It wasn't nothing about that. Nothing about that.
Bro, that nigga had a double diss out when he was on Arsenio. Y'all, just because y'all ain't in the loop, don't be teasing me like that. Nigga had a double diss out.
That nigga had the Chad Moss before it was He had the
This
Chadrick,
fool,
nigga.
listen, this fool Cortez came back excited as shit with the evidence.
Dude, that shit was
Oh, my
funny
God.
as fuck. That nigga Ron said he grew up Bow Wow.
I grew up on Bow Wow.
NWA.
I really did. I really did, man.
That nigga was a pedophile. If you grew up on Bow Wow,
Listen, this
and nigga
motherfucker-
like,
I
come
never
on
met
back.
the nigga.
Come on. He's like, come on, girl, come on over here. Got a little Bow Wow for you.
Hey, I'm just saying, if they put it out, I'm gonna play it.
That nigga 18 talking about, y'all want this as a Bow Wow?
Hey, man, look,
Like, no, nigga, turn it up some.
you ain't gotta do that to
Niggas out
me.
here.
You ain't gotta do that to me.
So NWA was cracking. What year was that, Ron? That was 94? No, was it early 90s, 91, 92?
I think it's like
It had to be 90.
90? Damn.
I think so. I was like 12, 13 years old.
Listen to NWA. What was your favorite song? Because I never listened to the whole album. I should, but I listened to the songs that I think that were good.
I was about to say the crazy part about early NWA, as far as me and my fucking memory, it wasn't no. It was just the whole city was all the same shit. Fuck the police and bitches and you don't. Oh my god, what was it?
It was 19,
Plug me in, Ryan. What the ice cord? Give me
It
the
was
ice
88?
cord.
Uh-huh.
Give me the ice cord.
Straight out of Compton.
Where we play that dumbass music before the show. Remember that Jeopardy or that show me?
Hey, you know what? I really want to find. I think you got to buy more questions. I'm gonna just buy some shit,
the game said, "Fuck you, nigga. You want some more categories?"
bro. Because we asked every question. I stopped looking. Like, you know what? Hey, but I gotta say this. Hey, everybody. I know the Super Bowl is a universal thing, but let me tell y'all how I'm feeling. And Cortez might bring y'all into his world and let y'all know how you feeling today. I just got to say that this city right now, both sides, Kansas City, because there's some weird small town shit going on here, but we'll tell you about that later. Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri are super fucking excited. Our fucking team, after coming so close last year, so fucking close, within a coin toss, we are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it makes me personally feel like, all right, for one, if you're a football fan, the Super Bowl is a big deal. I mean, we kind of got tired of the Patriots, but that was the first time you got tired of watching the fucking Super Bowl. It's a big deal, and then when you know that the team that you watch every week, the stars that you know, Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes, our hometown heroes, when they are in it, the big game, the 50 million viewers, it's just a big deal. Mm-hmm. It's a huge fucking deal. I won't get into the hate. Because this is our day. We've been waiting on this shit. And if they win that game, I'm going to work tomorrow. And I'm going to act a goddamn fool. And I hope the weather's nice for the parade. Oh. I really do. Even though my job said they're not giving us the day off for the parade, I said, you ain't got to worry about it.
You're going to be there.
You ain't got to worry about it. Shit, when the last time this shit happened?
Yeah, because it's going to be, literally, it's going to be a lot of people that are going to not come in.
Hell yeah. Whole shifts. But they probably going to have to shut the whole shit down. Like,
might as well.
Once in a lifetime things like this, like, hey, we had to lean on them to get Sunday off, the Super Bowl Sunday. They ended up giving us the weekend. Then they said, well, are y'all coming in tomorrow? I was like, hell, money ain't shit. I want to come in and talk shit to the people who didn't want us to win. Now, that parade day, that's the last day I want off.
It was a lot of people that was like, if we win, I'm not coming in. Because I plan on getting fucked up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
I'm going to get fucked up, but I'm still going to work tomorrow. But the parade, oh, no.
I don't think they're going to come for that either. Niggas like, you know what? This whole month, call me off.
I read an article yesterday that says 20 to 30 million people call in the day after the Super Bowl regardless. Like, whether they came in or not. I'm just not coming in the next day.
Look at this.
Cortez is one of those guys.
I was waiting on my turn. That's all. Just waiting on
Go
my
ahead,
turn.
speak on it.
All right.
Speak on how you feel in this city.
You know what? I want to say one thing. I am probably the ultimate Chiefs hater. When I get my feelings hurt, I hold a grudge, goddammit. And I've been holding this grudge in since Dante Hall and Priest Holmes.
Oh my God!
Lost in the first fucking round after that magnificent season. Magnificent season.
You told us.
I was over my Auntie Dodie's house. I'll never forget. She had a double apartment. That's an apartment. That's an apartment where it's connected somehow, but it ain't supposed to be connected. But you know, in the hood, it's connected. Like you go out the front door and go to the other side of the apartment.
She doing
the
like
side
that?
A, and it was the side B.
Wow.
The side A, side B, but she
Did
had both
somebody
of
else
them.
live in it?
Nah,
But they could have.
Well, it could have been like that, but the kitchen was connected. It was like one of those things. You came through the back door. If you came to the back door, then you wouldn't even notice it was a side A or side B. If you came through the front door, you had to pick a goddamn side to go over.
God damn.
But my cousins, my little cousins,
Yes.
I never seen it. So
because there wasn't enough room. Like it was like it was a 2-bedroom apartment, but when you connected them, it made 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, the houses were different. My
So she had to pay
bought
twice the rent? I don't get it.
I think they made it that way, but I think of course they probably got the bigger suite option.
Okay.
There's something like that.
Like literally, my aunt bought a house in the like 1930s something, and it was right on 11th and Truth, and they were two. It was supposed to be like a duplex, but where her bathroom was and the other bathroom was, there was a closet that connected, and you could literally open the door,
That's scary.
open another door where her other sister stayed in the other house.
Okay.
But she bought the whole thing, and then her other sister. But that's how they were. Like they didn't have. A lot of them didn't have like this house and this house. Yeah. Like they started being built like in the 50s and shit like that.
Yeah.
But back in the day, that shit was like open the door and I'm in there. But go ahead, Jody's house.
Yeah, so I'm over there. I'm on side A and shit. And that's where it's cracking.
I'm on the A side.
I'm on the A side. It's cracking over there, man. I mean, every Sunday everybody would bring food. Like I'm with my parents, with my cousins. We having a good old time, and we just enjoying. I remember one game, this nigga Dante Hall had like 2 run backs. He was like, he had returned 2 of them. I'm like, God damn. They called him the X Factor. Yeah. They was like, if he could change, if he can get the ball and he can change the game.
Exactly.
And I was like, this nigga is good. And Priest Holmes, nobody could stop him. Had them big ass thighs. I didn't know they running back needed big thighs like that. This nigga, they couldn't hold the thighs.
That shit helped.
That nigga was just going everybody.
Shout out to you and those thighs.
It was a good time, and then they fucking lost in the They fucking lost in the first round, and then it was just one of those repetitive things where they kept losing in the first round and not even making the playoffs. It was like the biggest thing you could see, and then like at the end of the season, you had nothing. You had nothing to live off of.
Yeah.
So then I became a hater, Ron. I feel like this is how like most superheroes work, how the villains work. They're good guys at first, and then they get hurt, man, and then they turn to bad guys. So now I'm the villain and shit. So every year, I start off the year by saying, "This ain't y'all fucking year." I never miss a year. Never missed a year. I always said, never missed a year. When this year start, they know. I say every year, this ain't y'all year. In every game, I always say, I'm going for the other team. Everybody always asks me, what team are you? And I say, whatever the team that's playing next. And I don't even say that. I just be like, the Patriots or whatever team they playing.
Exactly.
I always say that shit. People know. You ain't know I'm just a hater and shit like that. And
we know.
And he's comfortable with it.
Comfortable with it, right? So when last year happened, I hated like a lot. I was like,
God.
As soon as it happened, you know what I said? I told y'all this year wasn't y'all year.
Exactly.
And everybody was mad at me, right? Cool.
Of course we were.
I just reposted it. That's all I did. I reposted it from the beginning of the year. Like I reposted 2017, 15, 16, 20. I posted them all. Right? This year, I took a break from that. First of all, I was up all the way to like game 6 or 7. And what I noticed about myself was every time I would say that y'all was going to lose, y'all fucking lost. Every time, right? But when I didn't get on the internet and say nothing, y'all fucking won. So for the past like 6 games, I ain't said shit. I ain't say nothing. Because I really, like low key, I really want this to be a win. Low key, I'm going to still fucking hate next year, but I still want this to be a win, right?
But you can't really hate on the same level if we win this year.
I can't say this ain't y'all year. What I can say is, wow, y'all won 1 Super Bowl. And now
okay, so I was about to say that. I still
gonna be a hater. Ain't gonna change it.
I am not a sports person, but if I do, more likely it's like baseball or basketball. However, I am always for my team winning. It's like, it's just like I want my team to win. I want my hometown to win. I want
exactly.
Even if I go somewhere else, I want my hometown to prosper.
Exactly.
In any way possible.
As Cortez should, but
and I only say that because it's like. You do. It doesn't matter. You may not like your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may not like your job. But if you hear about your job doing something great, you be like, okay, that's what's up. Like
Yeah,
you get a
that's
black
what you're saying.
president, you be like, okay, that's what's up. Like, because it has something to tie in with you.
All I'm saying is, if they win a Super Bowl, I'm gonna add up their Super Bowl record.
But first of all, it won't be bad. It'll probably be like 1-1 because we haven't been making it. So
y'all 500. Y'all happy to be 500?
I'm just glad that like we've been beat down for a long time. It's like it's not just the people here. Like even when you watch the sports shows and shit, like nobody wants like this is that small market. You got those huge when New England became a big market because of all the Super Bowls, but they look at us and be like, it's that Cinderella story for real. Like people are like, you know what? Kansas City, great story. San Francisco, just a better team. You know what I mean? It's like it's still like, okay, even though we favored by one in Vegas, but like everybody's picking the Chiefs because of their history to get there and just lose. And these last two games, the reason I think that we are destined to win this was because look at the last two games. It felt like every other year that when y'all said it was going to happen, but us believing, like, here we go, down 24-zip. Oh, shit, we won. Down 10-zip to a team that's going to grind the ball on us like they've been telling us all week. And then these motherfuckers come back. I think this is that Cinderella story where these motherfuckers win. And I'm just going to be excited and, like, I would never care about whatever anybody else says about the Chiefs. Like, this is our day. Hopefully it's our year.
I'm with you, man. I can't really hate too much today. First, I don't even got the energy, man. I usually when I hate, I got a little backing. This year, I have no people behind me this year with the hate. And I don't hear like even people that was behind me.
Yeah,
them niggas got on Chiefs jerseys now, and I'm kind of upset. Like I'm seeing niggas, they was like, oh, so I can't get no Chiefs jersey? I'm gonna be at the goddamn parade. Guess where the fuck I'm gonna be at? Home. I'm gonna be at home if they have a parade.
That is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. People that been like ultra hating, like way past Cortez, like times 10. Like now, you know what? This is what I've been hearing. Like, you know what? It's good for the city. I'm rooting for my city. Man, I'm like, boy, if you motherfuckers don't shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
Right? They ain't no true haters, right? You don't backslide off of hating.
You can't.
Keep a hating. You know how many people? You know why I'm really a hater? You know how many people talk bad to me about LeBron?
Yeah,
nigga, you don't have no idea. I seen LeBron when they had the little Lord of the Rings. They used to call him Lord of No Rings. They used to have that. They said LeBron needed to go to a psychiatrist because obviously he got problems with closing games. They said LeBron not the chosen one. They talked about LeBron so bad. How you gonna be called the greatest basketball player in the world and you ain't got no rings?
Yeah. And
then not only was he getting no rings, he was getting blown out in the goddamn in the championship. Like LeBron was getting the worst of the worst. And then this nigga started winning.
And then came the rings.
This nigga started killing. Then they had to put this nigga up there with the greats. Now I got a chip on my goddamn shoulder.
Yeah.
Niggas can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
But I'm returning the goddamn favor. The Chiefs, I can understand now why haters was hating.
I get it. I didn't like it, but I got it.
You know what I think it is? I think it's just like it's just like talking to somebody, whether it's a male or a female, right? You telling everybody, oh, you know what? I don't even fuck with them like that. You know what I mean? I don't mess with them like that because they did something fucked up to you or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But secretly, you still be out with that person. you just telling other motherfuckers, no, I don't even fuck with them. You know what I mean?
Slide through it, whatever.
Oh, whack ass shit.
None of y'all business.
And then that's so when you see people wearing the jersey who was talking shit, it's not just it's the fact that like they've been let down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it
let
hurt.
them on the bandwagon, man. Don't be like that.
Like
I don't want y'all.
I don't want to be on that bandwagon. That shit is a losing bandwagon. That shit just got fixed.
Nah, but man, before we start talking about football, I just got to say this. Y'all don't understand how blessed we are. Like the Chiefs may have had a lot of disappointing playoff losses, but
True.
there are a shitload of teams, more than half the NFL, that ain't even seen the playoffs.
True.
Ain't never seen a Super Bowl. And one thing that people never got, they admit it now because the Chiefs are here. Most Super Bowl teams that you see, like, where would the Steelers be without Bradshaw and Big Ben? It's like everybody had that quarterback.
Yep.
Nick Foles was a random ass quarterback with the Eagles, but like most of the time that don't happen.
Yeah.
But now, I would say the most promising quarterback we had that was homegrown and spent most of his career here was Trent Green.
Yeah.
And by numbers, he was a decent guy, but he just couldn't get us there. Trent Green, I can't say he won't make the Hall of Fame, but look at this dude. Look at Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. Y'all got a quarterback, man. Y'all got a great
Shit about to change right here. Shit's about to change. I love this little nigga.
When I seen them, I almost text too. I almost said something on Facebook when I seen when he had beat the Texans at first. That first quarter, I said, I ain't going nowhere. But then I was like, nah, let me go ahead and put this down.
Pat Mahomes had that doubt in your head.
I was like, let me go ahead and put this down because I seen this nigga go off a 30 like easily. So I'm like, I'm gonna let this one slide. And then next thing I know, I picked up my phone and this nigga was killing again. I said, shit. Bro, this nigga had 50, bro.
It made me want to have a mixed kid. Like, I'm not bullshitting. Like, the motherfuckers be getting some shit done out here in this world.
I seen his dad on on the news right after that win, and he was on the news, and I was like, damn, his dad is black. This nigga's a nigga. This not no white nigga. I mean, no black dude acting white. This is a nigga.
He looked like a Tyrone.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, Mom, this is a nigga. She was like, yeah, that's his dad. And she was like, no, that's his grandpa. That ain't his dad. I was like, Mama, his grandpa looked that young? She was like, black don't crack. I was like, Mama, that's his dad. Because they called him Papa Mahomes. They didn't call him Pop Mahomes. They were like Papa Mahomes. You know, white people just say whatever they want to say. We don't use Papa.
They just give us names and shit.
Just call this nigga Mahomes, dad. Mahomes' dad, you know.
Hey, call that nigga the father of the Savior.
But you can tell they
saved the city.
Yeah, you can tell his mom and dad not together. They interviewed them separately.
They ain't together? I don't know that.
So, because she was white. She was whiter than white.
It's probably just.
She got this nigga, because I heard he played baseball. So I heard she probably got this nigga on the sly. he didn't find her in the hood.
He don't look like, I mean, even though he had his career, like, I mean, he's obviously did good in his life, but he just looked like one of the pops that just showed up like after his dad went to the son went to the NFL. He just kind of got that look to me, but like
he been there since day one.
Yeah, he been there.
He been there since day one because you can see the effort. You see, like that nigga got skills, man. He got that from his dad.
He wanted him to play baseball though. I'm glad he didn't listen to his pops.
I think he had him with both. He had him playing both all his life.
Yeah,
he could go to college for baseball, or did he play baseball in college? It was something like that. I heard.
I think he played baseball in high school because he went to Texas. And he was I think he was just football star. If he was doing more like, I mean, but you know, when they promising like that, they don't let you play two sports. Yeah, so it might have been high school.
Sometimes if you redshirt though and you just play baseball, I mean, if you redshirt football that first year. I heard he redshirted. He didn't redshirt the first year.
I have no idea.
See, you don't even know your quarterback, Ron. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm not a college man. I will go into.
But that's your quarterback, Ron. You're supposed to know everything about that man.
You know what? We're going to move on. We're going to move on.
Got a diehard fan of you, right? Talking about Trent Green.
I don't know what college you went to. Damn, that nigga ain't never. If Trent Green had got into a Super Bowl, I would go back into his college background. Yeah. But he don't deserve
that. So everybody that played before now on the Chiefs, right? Do we give them some type of
no
love for getting us here, or are we just like, nah, y'all just wasn't it? Like, fuck y'all. This is the new generation of shit.
I just think
like the Lakers, you know, like if the Lakers win the championship this year, you gotta talk about Magic, you gotta talk about Kobe, you gotta talk about the greats that lined it up for us, right?
Yeah,
or lined it up for the Lakers. But then you talk about the Chiefs. You talk about Neil Smith and Derek Thomas and Priest Holmes and Trent Green and
man, you always show love to them. You always show.
So do they deserve this as much as Mahomes and the Chiefs deserve this right now?
Man, being seriously, hell yeah, because they want to see the young guys do good.
Right.
It was just like we had a lot of special players at a lot of different positions, but it was just that we could never get that legendary quarterback that was ours. Yeah. You know, we got
Eric Berry,
Warren Moon after his arm was broke. Damn. We got fucking Joe Montana after he had his ankles removed. Like it was a lot of. We just couldn't get that one. We'd always have to get somebody else's leftovers.
Childish.
So yeah.
Ankles was removed.
Hey,
enough about football. This is.
I was about to say I don't want to be on this topic long, but we gotta address it.
All right.
The Kobe Bryant tragedy.
R.I.P. man. That shit just I can't even.
Why does it seem so unreal when somebody that you look up to just passes away like that?
Man, it's unreal because you just don't expect them to die. Like you can play every scenario in your head and you wouldn't expect him to die from no helicopter. Like if you talk about the great football players, you expect them to die from something like injuries from a long time ago that that fucked them up, or even old age or something like a disease or something like that. You just don't expect them to get shot or mugged or or fell off a mountain or crashed in the car. You don't expect that shit. So when it's sudden. It ain't like the Tupac situation when Tupac got shot.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was he at the hospital. He may make it or may not make it. It was just pretty much it was over.
He's gone.
It wasn't we rushed him to the hospital. It was just nothing to digest, bro. It was just he was here 1 minute and gone the next minute, and nobody expected it. I was on the other podcast, and we was going live, and I'm just sitting there, and we were talking, and you can see the stuff coming off the screen or on your phone about people talking.
Yeah.
And this girl was like, R.I.P. Kobe. Did y'all see that? And we like, LeBron the day before just passed Kobe as the most points scored
on the
scoring list. So he just passed Kobe, which is a great mark, and Kobe had sent him a tweet and everything.
Yeah.
And we thinking like that's what she talking about. And somebody else had said, and we was like, what? We was like, nah, you tripping. So we went on a thing, and somebody said TMZ reported it. Somebody said World Star reported it. And it was just one of those shit where we just got quiet, and I just sat back, and my head was just fucked up. And I wasn't like a Kobe fan, but I respected Kobe's game. Like,
yeah.
I respected what he did for the NBA. I respected how he was as a person. I respected what he did for his kids. I respected what he did for the WNBA. I don't think the WNBA is good at all, but Kobe was trying to make them relevant, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he was really trying to get them to be like, he would go to the practices. Like, Kobe had his hands in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I respected about Kobe, because when LeBron came over, you knew I was like, nah, I'm not a LeBron fan no more, because he gotta outdo Kobe. And Kobe is hard to outdo. You know what I mean?
Hell
like,
yeah.
Kobe is one of the Lakers' greats, if not the greatest. And I was just like, fuck that, man. We ain't gonna never get to the level that Kobe got to. Like, every time LeBron would miss a shot, they be like, Kobe wouldn't have missed that shot. So I can understand
And
that.
he wouldn't. He wouldn't. And I was a huge LeBron fan, but Kobe, that's why I didn't like Kobe. Because he was so good.
That's what I didn't like Kobe because this nigga really took a trash ass team and really took him to the NBA championship 2 times, bro. Like, he only had Paul Gasol. Like, that's it. The only other player he had on this team was Paul Gasol. Lamar owed him, but Lamar, he was low key on crack at that particular time. You can depend on Lamar. But shit, man, that really made me sad, man. I definitely didn't want to see him go. I definitely don't want to see nobody go, but you know what I hate to say this, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I hate to say this, but the NBA is just doing way too much for this nigga now. Like, I love Kobe, and I know he had to go, and I appreciate all the shit he's doing, but I'm gonna tell you why. They changed the whole All-Star game, nigga. Like, I can see paying tribute, even half of the game. But this shit is all about Kobe in the All-Star game. And this shit is making me upset. Make me not want to watch it.
I think it should be, though.
But you do know, I mean, like, making sure that he is relevant during the game is one thing, but changing how the game is played, it's just trash now. It'll make you want to watch the game. They're trying to make it competitive, so they're doing 12-minute quarters, 12-minute games. So the first quarter is a game. After that quarter, the clock resets to 0. They play another quarter. The clock resets to 0. They play a third quarter. The clock resets to 0. So in the fourth quarter, they add up. The first quarter, whoever wins the game, they choose where to donate to a Kobe organization. So if the East win or the West win or LeBron win or Guinness win, then they donate whatever. Which is, I don't understand. Like, we don't see the fucking money. Like, why do we need to know where the donation is going or why it's being donated? Like, just give the goddamn money to the donation.
Yeah, I see why you're a cheap shader. Show love to that man. Bianca, how did you feel about it? Was it like, did you even care? Or, I mean, I know you got a heart. You cared a little bit, but.
Yeah. Like, now, basketball, I can say I watched because my brother was a major Kobe fan. I mean, like, he'd fight motherfuckers over, like, debates about Kobe, and that fucked him up. And I haven't seen him sad like that since my brother passed. So I was like,
that deep?
Yeah, it was like, yeah. People have to understand sometimes, for whatever reason, whether they're celebrities or not, there's a reason why they're touched by that person or why they relate to that person or certain things, and we may not understand it. Like, somebody else could pass and people be like, oh my God. But, we don't understand that. I think it was the way he passed. Because you have to think, like, car accidents happen all the time.
Yeah.
And even though you like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, I wonder what that person was thinking. But car accidents do happen all the time. And then you can find out when they do the investigation what exactly happened. Mm-hmm. That one you can speculate, but like they don't have black boxes in helicopters.
Right.
So it's not like you could really find out.
And I wonder why, though. But we'll talk about that
Yeah,
one.
I don't know. But it's not like you could really find out. So you have to think. And that's with anybody. With the plane crash, helicopter crash, whatever. That's like, whoa. Like that shit happens. And you don't hear about it a lot. You hear about people getting shot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not that that's good either. Mm-hmm. But when somebody... Aaliyah, when she died in a car accident, when a plane crashed, she was like, "What the fuck?" Like, because it's just it's different, and you don't expect that to happen. And then you had your kid with you, which which
that was the saddest part about it.
Which was another thing, and then there everybody else that was there that was it was 9 people.
Yeah,
it wasn't just them 2; it was 9 people. There's a I don't know how to pronounce their last name, but the mom and the dad and the little sister was on the helicopter. Mm-hmm. So she lost both her parents and her little sister. Mm-hmm. Like, to lose both of them all at once. Like, you have to digest that my parents are gone. My little sister is gone. That has to be... That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. So I think the situation in itself, the fact that it being Kobe was horrible. I think the situation in itself was just like, fuck. But then it does make you think, like, do not get comfortable. Mm-hmm. People don't like to say that shit. They don't like to talk about it. It's more or whatever. But we are not here for a long time. This world was not destined for us to live forever. Mm. I know we kind of live like it is. Like, we make money and we spend it on this and we think we're going to, but this is not this is not forever. Yeah. The way that you pass is a mystery, and it's fucked up. But you're not, we all got a time. No one is going to be here like 200 years from now. Like, shit, I'm still kicking. We all got a time, and it doesn't matter who you are. Like, I've seen a couple of people talk about it's a conspiracy theory. Believe whatever you want to. I'm not saying don't believe whatever you want to, but I will say, motherfucker, you gonna die. Either way. As fucked up as that may sound, you are going to fucking die. Your children are going to die. Yeah. We are not exempt from death. Nobody is more important than the next person. Mm-hmm. It happens, and some of us are shocked because we think like, well, damn, I didn't think that was gonna happen to them. Shit gonna happen to you.
Exactly.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to all of us. And I'm not trying to say walk around like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. No, enjoy your life, but just know it's temporary. This shit is. We say life is short all the time, but we take that whatever, like for quotes and shit. No, nigga, life is short. Enjoy yourself, but the good thing about him was he created a legacy. Yeah, that's forever lasting, which is something that no matter what we should all be inspired to do. Yeah, even if it's not to the public, even if it's just to your family or somebody, you should be creating a legacy for your kids, for how you raise them, different, because that's the only thing that's gonna live on. Mm-hmm. Us, not so much.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Because my family was going through a loss of our own, and then I was sitting right here when that came up. And even though I'm going through my grief, it was just like, first it was unexpected. You don't just like, it's just a thing. Like with celebrities, you just don't feel like they die young, because a lot of them is it may be like drugs or, overdoses and stuff like that. You can kind of see it as sad, but like something like that happens, like, okay, he was on a helicopter. That's no different. He was rich. That was his form of transportation. We driving cars. It's just like, you just think about it. Like, you could be going somewhere with your daughter, your niece, your mom, or whoever. Right. And you just don't make it on a routine. Like, okay, we're going to a game. We're going back home. They probably had somewhere else to go after that. Mm-hmm. And their life is just cut short like that. And because, like, you used to see Kobe all the time. Of course, if Kobe's at the game, the camera's on him. see him with Gianna, and it was just like they was just so close. Like you see how, because I know, like, look, I'm 42 years old. I've seen a lot of daughter-dad relationships. They be close, but that shit looked extremely close. Like that was just like they was homies instead of just a daughter and her father. But yeah, it was just real sad. It was real sad. I couldn't even comprehend losing two people at once. And then, like, you think of his wife, Vanessa, like, the people on that plane, like, they were friends of hers, too. Like, they could have you lost a husband, a daughter, friends. Man, only thing I can say is she needs to be prayed for. Now, the conspiracy theories, I think people come up with them too fast. I saw something that said it had Kobe Bryant his birth year and in the year he died, 1978, 2020. Gianna, 2006, 2020. Added up. So my dumb ass, I get a calculator. Like, what are they talking about? And it came out to 8,024. Motherfuckers were like, the number 8. Don't worry about the 0. And the 24 is like, I don't think the Illuminati has something to do with every fucking celebrity death. Sometimes it's an accident. You know what I mean? It's like some people just look too far into it. But I think in a way that's just some way to explain that. Or try to explain it like, okay, they were killed because they can't deal with it or something like that. Or if they just goofing around and want to just make people just believe that everything is a conspiracy. I don't know. But it don't make it any less sad no matter how it happened.
I think everybody has their own way of finding comfort with death. Mm-hmm. And if it's like, oh, well, they only die for this reason. Or they only die for that reason. Like I seen something that said, maybe they went together because everybody knew or God knew that she wouldn't be able to, out of all his girls, she wouldn't be the one to live without her dad. And a part of me feel like, I'm like, that's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Because if it was the other daughter that passed, they would be showing videos of him when he was with her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't tell me that they don't have different stuff because I seen what Vanessa posted and they did. And I'm like, if it was the other daughter, it would be the other way. Mm-hmm. I don't think if you have 4 kids or 2 kids or whatever, you feel like one is, is more important or better than the other one. Or this is why this happened and shit. I'm like, shit happens. Just like you said, you could go to the grocery store and your kid be like, can I ride with you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on. Ride me to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Like, one of your kids could be like, ride me to, you could go, well, I'm going to stay here. Okay. Mm-hmm. And y'all get in an accident and die. Mm-hmm. It's not like that's what you wanted. You didn't have that planned. Mm-hmm. It's just like all of us have a time and it is written and we don't know when it is. But we do know that it's going to come.
Yeah.
And no matter how comfortable you try to get or you try to feel about death or it not happening, it's going to happen. There are people who will not pay life insurance because they like, oh, that's bad luck. Because then that means if you do, that's normally when people die.
Yeah.
Either way, you're going to. You're going to. And if you're religious, technically, you're supposed to be living to get to the other side. So when people say stuff like, I'm blessed to see another day, it's not like they're not blessed to not be where they are if you're religious and that's what you believe in.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be, just here on this earth doing the work so you can get to a better place. So, yeah, it is. It's sad. It's the way it happened for everybody involved, everybody affected. It's for everybody, not just Kobe and his daughter, for everybody. People's lives are forever changed. And it's fucked up.
Yeah, it really ain't no words to explain that. On a lighter note, I gotta bring this up. Since you're the only female here
we go.
We gotta throw this at you first.
Here we go.
Because I don't know how to feel about it, but I knew that it was an issue when I saw a lot of women on there just going crazy on the stat when I found it. J-Lo, who is supposed to be one of the performers tonight for the Super Bowl halftime show, her and Shakira. She's getting dogged on social media, dragged by the females, black and white, and all type of other races too, because she used the hashtag Bronx Girl Magic.
What's wrong with that?
Those are my questions. Is it disrespectful? Because we all know where it came from. It's like a knockoff of Black Girl Magic, of course. And she used Bronx girl magic, and they on her ass. A rather nice ass, but they own it. So was that disrespectful? Can she make her own play on something that was already here? Something that like people really like that term?
It's Bronx, like from the Bronx.
Bronx girl magic. Hashtag Bronx girl magic.
Why you get this to me first?
Because, man, me and Cortez, we black.
Yeah, black.
We black, but we ain't girls.
We don't even care. We don't even care.
But a lot of women listen to the show. I'm sure they got an opinion. Let's see if you ride with that one. I mean, all right, I'll say something first. I do think that she could have maybe came up with her own stuff. I wasn't offended because I've never, you know what I mean, said black man magic. That hasn't caught on yet. But, like, is it in a way like trying to take away from what somebody else started? Should it just be looked at, okay, well, that's her thing? I mean, because it's not unique at all. It's just like, this was going. Let me see if I can get this going.
Okay, I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what? I think sometimes as people, we overlook shit and be like, you know, like, we don't care. That doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's kind of why people get over on our motherfucking asses, because we take shit lightly. I don't understand how we like trip over a block that ain't even ours. But when it comes to shit that's like we created and it's positive, we be like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, we worried about the wrong thing.
They can't use that, bruh. Like that's us.
I think just the fact of it having a B, I think you should have picked something else. You know what I mean? Because then that black girl magic is huge.
Yeah.
It just is. I like literally just got a book and I'm reading a book about black girl magic. Mm-hmm. It's major. It's positive. It's for, like, I see young girls getting excited and getting hyped and like, I can do this and I can do that. Mm-hmm. Black girl magic. Like, we just think it's little hashtags and shit, but social media has changed the game for our lives.
Yeah.
And people really take that and they're like proud and have a lot of pride. Mm-hmm. So if you come in and you like, let me take this and use it for something else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Let me put my little spin on it.
Then you take the attention away from that, and then other people start to use that shit too. And it's like, no, that's not your thing. And we're not saying that don't be proud you from the Bronx.
Yeah. Been
there. I liked it. I liked the whole vibe. Mm-hmm. But use something else. You're very creative. You have a whole fucking team.
Exactly. You could have had some help on that one.
Yeah, you could have used something else because it's bigger than just, why do we care that she used it? It changes the narrative. Don't fucking change our narrative. That's all we try to say. Mm-hmm. But you know, J-Lo tried to get away with that shit. And she did. That's probably why she did that shit.
Yeah.
J-Lo got away with that shit with Ja Rule when she was like, they say my niggas, but they don't hit some shit like that. And people was like, whoa!
Hold on, bitch.
We like literally, and Ja Rule just shut the fuck up. Like, stop the tape. We got to talk about this shit. Like, let's have a conversation. Mm-hmm. But people let it slide. Cause I'm real. Motherfuckers still sing the song all summer long.
She wasn't real. J-Lo ain't being real.
We love you, J-Lo. Come on. But, like, you danced for a living color. That was the closest we was gonna get. However, like, no, don't change. It's just, yeah, I feel like that. I feel like don't change the narrative. Just, like I said, you're very creative, obviously. You could have come up with something.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like, oh, I just did this just because we change shit all the time.
Yeah, we do.
That shit wasn't even a viral hashtag. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. The thing was, she only did it once. It wasn't like she was at her house all day, every day, like Bronx Girl Magic, or like they're trying to take it. She just said it one fucking time.
But you know,
I think some people just take shit and run with it because we feel hurt, and I think some shit we gotta let go. Like, that shit was not like, she didn't say white girl magic, she didn't say Mexican girl magic, she didn't even say a race magic. It's black motherfuckers that stay in the Bronx. She said, I'm from the Bronx, and this is a Bronx girl dream. Mm-hmm. This is magic for me. Just like it's black magic for you.
Great fucking hashtag. Bronx girl dream. Use that shit. You know what? Guess what? When they did hashtag, hold up.
Why would I have to change my hashtag for your ass? Because you feel offended. That's like any hashtag that I post. I say fat girls. I say fat girl shit all the time. You think people jump
people
on my
be
ass?
mad at you.
Fuck them.
But
I give a fuck.
but listen to this.
Shout out to the fluffy girl.
But listen to this.
She didn't say fuck black people. She didn't say none of that.
But hold up, listen to this. Your shit's not important, and the only reason why I say that shit is because either way, when they came out with Black Lives Matter, right? Mm-hmm. One person put All Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. That shit took.
Did this shit take?
I don't know. Let's
it
see.
didn't. That's what I just said. I said it didn't go viral.
I
can understand if it went viral. But we can have an attitude.
But you don't know that yet because All Lives Matter took a minute before it took 2. And then that shit went off.
You know damn well this shit ain't going off. You know, me and you both know. Like we can argue the fact that maybe it could, but we know it didn't.
We can, and we can say this: we're two different people. I'm not a passive person. I'm not about to be like there's certain shit that you can't say. I'm gonna let it go. It doesn't seem that big. And then there's some.
But you just said you wasn't a passive person. You can't let nothing go if you're not passive.
But listen, there is some shit. There's some things that you just say like, nah, that's not.
I do the same thing.
Cool.
I think the jokes for Kobe was too fast. I didn't like that shit, so I understand it. But I do feel like this Bryant girl magic shit is just one of those things where Black Twitter gets mad about. That's what Black Twitter does. Black Twitter find.
And shout out to Black Twitter.
And I love Black Twitter, but Black Twitter, they do this with everything. Like it don't matter what it is.
As you should. Don't let shit slide.
Like you see that living single shit. Like that shit was kind of funny. I like that shit when the dude was like
David Schwimmer.
Yeah, he was like, I wish they had different like a Chinese or Japanese. I don't know, some shit about living like a single friends thing, and they was like, nigga. Y'all was the alt-white version of the black version. Yeah. So I can understand that shit. But this Bronx girl magic shit from J-Lo that is irrelevant. Like, this motherfucker is at the Super Bowl at 50-something years old. Yeah. It's more of a knock. It's more like, it's your time. You know what I mean? It's like, let's put her on stage. Like, I can't even fucking name a J-Lo song.
I'm real. No.
Did I not just sing one?
The Ja Rule one?
Did I not just
it was
sing
Ja,
one?
nigga. It was Ja.
All I had was LL.
Now, if it was Mariah, I'd probably be more interested. But shit, J-Lo.
But Mariah's half, so that's all you can. But what
J-Lo's ass.
You know what? Some stuff, even if it seems little,
Katy Perry I'd have been fucking mad about. But J-Lo.
No, see, that's what I mean. No.
You wouldn't have been mad at her.
What I'm saying is, see,
this.
Did you hear what? But listen to what you just said. It's like justification for some people. It's like saying the word nigga. It's like, I don't want like a white person to say it, but a Mexican person, I'm cool with that. No, because once you open the door, once you creak that motherfucker open,
nigga, are we talking about creeping the door open for nigga? Dude, nigga, we didn't open the motherfucker.
No. Technically, we did.
We just sitting there in our own little lives.
No,
you look like a nigga. Like damn.
Yeah.
We didn't open the door for nigger. We did open the door for nigga. Yeah. You cannot say we did. We
Maybe.
We busted that door open.
This is derived of a word of the nigger.
We busted that door open and opened up the windows. We opened up the sliding glass door.
So now we own that motherfucker. We can't let nobody else.
We did take that.
Now, white people, black people, I mean, can Africans say the shit? Because they didn't come through the struggle with us.
They came through their own struggle.
The Mexicans did too.
They came through their...
The Mexicans got a worse struggle than we have right now. They are the niggas.
You know what? But the difference is
we ain't getting deported now. We ain't getting deported out this motherfucker.
We are not getting deported. But if we were to get deported,
they taking one for the team to tell you the truth. Because since they came back, it's been a little easier around this motherfucker.
Hold up.
I never looked at it like that.
No, they look past you for me.
Is this nigga supposed to be here?
That nigga supposed to be here. Be like, nah, I don't know that nigga.
You know what?
Get his ass. We with y'all.
We with y'all now.
But I was
Mexicans, we just playing, bro.
Yeah,
we just playing, nigga.
Y'all my niggas.
I didn't joke about y'all, so y'all make sure y'all get a good
test.
Wow. But what I'm trying to say is, if you gonna shake this nigga, make sure you get this nigga.
I'm just joking, niggas.
We didn't
say that shit to his P.O. box.
Y'all scammers.
That fool's talking about. Is that motherfucker right there? I was like, he right. That's him.
That's him.
Boy.
That's what if you don't know what he look like, just in case, let me post his picture.
Oh yeah, let's put him up real soon.
Being Rod be in the back
no,
it wasn't no. What I'm saying,
y'all been trying to off me from the beginning.
listen, we was worried about your legs. That's all. This other shit's on you.
Yeah, this other shit, you brought that on yourself.
We try to keep you alive with the other shit. I don't know about this, but no, there is. I don't care. There's a difference. There's a difference, and there's a different struggle. You know what? And I'm not trying to say that it's the best, but what I am saying is, even if people get deported, if Mexicans get deported, like a lot of them know where to go, where they came from.
Yeah, they know exactly where to go.
Start fucking deporting us.
They come up with a plan just in case they gotta go back.
We're going back to the original place they got us from.
But where?
Africa, nigga.
Where?
They gonna drop us off right there at the shore where they got us from. I don't know if you read the books, but they got us off on the boat.
But listen,
they didn't go deep in there. They got us up. We got here.
Yeah, it was enough of us on the shore.
It was on the shore.
It's enough niggas right here.
Right. Y'all want some of the food? Y'all want some? Y'all want to listen to this bow wow?
Nigga, you know what the fuck I'm saying.
You want this bow? You don't listen? Ron over there, yeah, nigga, the bow.
You know
Sign me up.
These motherfuckers that got us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
Come on, everybody. We going to go listen to bow.
You know
probably where the first party was
at.
Nigga was on the boat jamming. Nigga, like, that bow is hit, nigga.
You would know
where we
not
going?
where to go. And you would know not where to go.
This was a dinner cruise.
And they gonna beat you first.
They gonna fuck me up.
They literally gonna beat you first, and we still got. And we still gotta be.
They're
in
gonna
the
let these
back
niggas back in our home like this, nigga. We was doing good over this motherfucker.
I be like, this motherfucker was just talking shit about y'all on the boat.
Just recently.
He give us down the road. Just recently, the motherfucker just said, as soon as we got here, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know why. I think it's a beautiful place. I don't understand why that would come out his mouth. No, seriously, we would not know where the fuck to go. We would not know routes. We would not know.
But that's why they being proactive. They like, nigga, before y'all forget where the fuck y'all came from, take y'all right back. Taking y'all right back because the blacks done forgot. Them niggas think they one of us.
No, they stole it from us. But.
Like literally, we gotta pay somebody to tell us where the fuck we came from, and that might be a maybe.
And they in charge of it, so
that could be a maybe. That motherfucker like, just tell them this shit.
Yeah, that nigga, you from Nigeria? 25%.
All these percentages.
That's what I said. Don't do 25, do 17. Make it sound realistic.
Right. My homeboy, he had did one. He had did 3 different ones. He got 3 different answers back. I said, this is some bullshit. I don't even want to know now. I don't even fucking care. Now I ain't going back to the motherfucker.
That fucker said, what we think is, it may be, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. You from somewhere around this general area. We gonna put a dot 17.
And then, you know what? We been saying we not going back, but I don't know. And I tell you why. Because we, Americans, we talk so much shit. But we talk so much shit because the hardest thing that we had to deal with was Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Imagine motherfuckers just coming over here like, because sleeper cells. You let too many people over.
I want that butter. It's
gone.
This nigga wants candy.
Damn. You ate all of them?
Yeah,
You got the church candy too. You got
Y'all taking a candy break?
You got the sugar-free life.
Okay, so
the sugar-free lifesavers.
Give me one of them lifesavers. But let's go.
Listen, okay. I say this. I say this because we talk so much shit, right? But if something was for real to pop off, say what the fuck you want to. These people got 5. These kids are 5 and 4 with AKs.
Yeah.
These people literally believe in like, I'll kill myself. We trying to stay alive. They're like, nah, because I know where I'm going. You know what I mean? So I off everybody on this, in this grocery store or everybody on this bus for what I believe in. Like, come on. We talk shit, but we don't have that mind frame.
Hell no.
We have that mind frame for survival, not for death. You cannot, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, you cannot really go against the motherfucker who be like, no, today is my day, I want to die.
All these niggas tripping, I'm going out today.
And you got the mind frame of like, I don't want to. So we have never dealt with that, like having people come down our street, busting our house, take out our kids. You know what I mean? Regardless of whether they don't show it. A lot of people over there who even may not be involved or don't want nothing to do with it, they still get terrorized. They still get bombed. They were saying like kids still had to go to school and we're getting, you know, how to go through bombs just to get to school. Imagine sending your kid to school and they bombing them, right? Buses and shit right in front of. Like, we have never dealt with that. And I say that to say, don't never say a motherfucker won't, like, have to leave and go somewhere. Like, when white people saying that shit, go back where you came from. And I'm like, if some shit popped off over here, which it could, if some shit pop off over here, don't take your motherfucking ass nowhere else. Stay right where the fuck you are. Because if you feel like other people can't leave to find salvation or leave for whatever, if shit get bad, stay where the fuck you are.
Right.
Don't try to go nowhere else. Like, right here is where you go.
But, you know, we got allies and shit, so that's one of the things, you know, you got partners. So you just, shit pop over here. I don't know what the allies are, but you go there.
I'm about to say, hopefully they remain our allies. 'Cause
Right.
when everything goes down, they have it set up to where, okay, y'all are allies. If this happens, then we doing this. If that happens, then we doing this. But most of this shit ain't never happened.
Yeah, most of the shit don't never happen to like big, like not in recent years, not in a long time where that happened to like a big country,
Right.
So or a country that got big, that's big and got money, because there's a lot of big countries, you know.
All right, we got a couple quick topics because if y'all listen, you already know this is Super Bowl Sunday. We got wings to go pick up if it's some wings left in the city.
There ain't no wings.
I
left
saw
in
a
the
post
city.
yesterday that said ain't
Drumhead.
a piece of fish or wings in the city. And I was upset because I didn't who fucking pre-orders wings. Like, I'm going to get this shit
Come on,
Friday
man.
and this shit going to be, like, I don't pre-order wings.
That's your problem.
I think it is because I want some chicken and I'm going to get out and search for it today.
So what's your deal for today? Where you at?
We're going to be here because, of course, we want to be with my aunt. So we just bum rush my aunt's house,
Okay.
you know what I mean, as much as we can to keep her, you know what I mean, keep her occupied. So we're gonna fire this 70 up. I think it's a 60. I used to lie about my TV. Mine was a 65. Mine was a 65 too. But I always tell people it's 70. I mean, rarely do I see a motherfucker walking around with a yardstick. So,
Yeah, right.
you know. All right. Diddy made a Grammy speech.
Who?
Oh, Diddy.
Okay.
P. Diddy.
Okay. Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Diddy made a Grammy speech, and this is one of them things where you can talk to a motherfucker and they go talk some old bullshit in front of the crowd, and you like, I'm fucking them up. Diddy made a Grammy speech basically saying that black people are still getting snubbed by the Grammys and most major award ceremonies like that, but he stood up and said, okay, nigga, this is my people. Y'all really don't respect us. We giving y'all the great music. Most of it was taken from us. You know, the norm. But Mase was sitting back listening to that shit, was like, okay. You care about black artists, nigga, but I've been on your ass about my publishing for 24 years.
Right.
Wait, did what? Wait, did Mase come out and say this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a whole, look it up. He got a whole little rant he had did on like Instagram or something.
I saw it. I saw it in a news link, so I don't know where the hell it came from, but they had, I think it was from Instagram. Basically, like, nigga, you bought my shit off me for $20,000 back in the day. I've tried to give you $2 million for it.
Cash.
This was some years back. And basically, you still making money off my shit. You talking about artists being held down by Grammy associations and music associations, but nigga, you holding me down. I can't even get my goddamn money. So, dude, man, I don't even know where to go with it.
But you know music more than all of us do. So I'm on the fence about it. I'm only on the fence about it because this nigga is a businessman. You know, like that's how. I always said. I said this from day one. This nigga do not make good. He don't make good artists. He collects the money. He don't make them good.
Yeah.
Cause he collects all the fucking money. And like you remember Diddy Kane? They were so promising.
Yeah.
On being like a good new R&B group, and they wasn't getting fucking paid.
Yeah.
They was so mad about that shit. Then he started that other little group with the two girls in it, talking about some cash something, some money something, or money bag or something.
I remember them. I can't think of their name. They had one hit.
That shit was good.
They had one hit.
This nigga ain't did nothing else with him. He just don't feed his artists like he's supposed to, and that's why I always be like, how do you get all this fucking money? He owns everybody's royalties. Like if you own this shit at a low cost, that shit is a lot more after a while. Just like with this Mase shit.
Yeah.
So I understand where Mase is coming from because he let his shit go for $20,000.
I was just about to say though, the reason I feel him is because, okay, you know that he had to be at a low to sell his shit for $20,000.
Right.
And I'm sure most of us, no matter what we had, like if it was something that was gonna make us money in the future, we'd be like, look, I'm doing bad right now. I do need this 20.
Right.
But when I get on my feet, can I get my shit back?
Right.
If he was smart enough to say that. Not saying that he did, but hopefully he was.
Right.
But I think to add insult to injury is just the fact that he's up there like basically y'all holding us down. And really when you look at it, he is a businessman. But Mase wrote a lot of the shit that was going on back in the bed. I mean, even though Mase wasn't the most lyrical person, but that's just the bad boy thing.
Right.
Like he wrote a lot of those albums. So in a way I look at it as you are holding them down from a business standpoint. I can't say what I would do, but I would like to think that, okay, you got enough money, bro.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, the money for him to feed his family and live a decent life, right there, you could let that go and not be hurt by it.
I can see that. I can see that.
I just don't. I think Diddy's a gangster motherfucker. I think most people, black and white, when you get to that level, you screwing over somebody.
Oh, you're screwing over a lot.
That's a lot of money, man.
It just don't work like that. It is. You just don't get it the good way all the way through, man. You let a lot of people down, and that's a fucked up thing about it. But it's business, and I hated that for Mase. But I do feel like at this point in time, Diddy should let it go because, like you said, he got the bread. Yeah, and at this point, you done
flipped that shit 100 times over by now.
Yeah, you've been an asshole now. But I'm waiting on Diddy's response. I ain't heard it yet.
I don't think you'll hear one. Diddy gonna hide that shit.
I was gonna say I don't think you're gonna hear one. But at the same time, whether it's business, I mean the Grammys, they could say it's business for them too. Mm-hmm. They could say, well, technically for real, I mean we get our money from other people, and they know what they like and what they want to see. So you can't call out somebody else for doing some shit, and then basically be like, well, you know. I mean, I'm doing it, but I'm doing it a little bit different. No, fucking somebody over is fucking somebody over.
Right.
Mase should get his he should get his stuff back because whether he was lyrical or not, Mase was one of the biggest artists for a minute. And you know what, Bad Boy? I mean, it didn't last that long for these artists. They had Dream, Day 26, Total. Like artists did not really last long. Like they had to go other places to last long. Look at Faith and look at Mary J. and look at, they made other moves so that made sure that they stayed relevant.
Smart enough to get away from his ass.
Yeah.
Right.
And one thing that Mase said was that he loved this dude like a brother, and that was the reason he was still performing on these Bad Boy reunion tours, and you still holding my money. You know what I mean? He's still making you money, and you won't even let him just eat off the things that he actually created. So
yeah, it sucks, man, but that...
But people knew Diddy wasn't good. He was good at making money, but as far as being loyal, you cannot bring out so many artists and they have like one album or two like singles or some shit, and then they go away, and you feel like whether this person got money or not, they're good. Like, they good? No,
and they can't even move on, dude.
Right.
Like they can't even move on to a different record label because he's gonna get a piece of that too.
Right?
Exactly. If he lets him go to a different record label because like they lock him down in the contract.
Yeah. What was the band, man? That shit was just so promising, man. Like they had a TV show, bro.
They were fucking. If they'd have, I mean, they did drop some type of album or mixtape or some shit.
One album, and you didn't hear. And then I think they tried to drop another one. They couldn't just get along. But that shit is just like, why? Like, just let the niggas be niggas, man. Let them be the music.
Hey, baby, and
like
Diddy,
French
they're great for
Montana,
that
like
shit.
French Montana. Like I know he was signed to Bad Boys, or still signed to Bad Boys, but when he first came out, the nigga was hot. I don't know how he's still making money, but
you know what? I'm glad you just said that. How the fuck is French Montana making all this money? Buying $1 million Bugattis and shit, but he's cool with Diddy. Like they got some kind of dynamic going. Like they family.
Maybe he writing the lyrics or something. I don't know, man. But I don't see how he making money off of music. Like 50 Cent. 50 Cent ain't making the music, but you can see the stuff that he been doing on the low.
Yeah, like they probably do stuff
I wish I would
under
know.
the table.
Or knew.
All right, only thing I'm gonna say is pay him his goddamn money, Diddy, or just let him buy his publishing back. It might not even. I mean, you probably got the majority out of it.
He tried to buy it, so just let him buy it.
Yeah, just let him buy the shit. But I don't know business. I don't know the music business.
All right, the last topic, which is weird, which is kind of scary to me. You always see these sci-fi movies to where the world is wiped out by some type of bug or disease or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So when I saw this thing about the coronavirus, and I saw that it was a case in Topeka, like right around, I'm like,
damn, word?
Yeah, it just makes me think that it was like, how are these people that were in China, how the fuck are all of a sudden you in Topeka? Like, where the fuck were you coming from? How did you get it? Is this something that, like, and I got to look at it like, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist, but I do be thinking like, okay, some of this shit got to be man-made.
I'll tell you.
Now they have a global warning out And a lot of airline companies they gave people from China, American citizens, enough time to get out, and they said they're canceling all flights and stuff like that. But if you are giving these people a chance to come back, like, then how are you going to contain it? Like, leave them over there. Like, I would say leave them the fuck over there. There's like right now it has to be thousands of people who are in China who they have the chance to come back, but after February 6th, they won't have the option to come back.
I feel bad for them, to tell you the truth, but I tell you that I'm not putting nothing past the government, man. This shit it just came at the right damn time. Like the shit they hit, you can't even think about that shit ever hitting like this. I think some of the shit just be playing. I'm not saying the Kobe shit is playing, but you can see how big that is. That's a distraction, right? This coronavirus, that's a distraction, right? And the whole time while these things are being distracted, it's a lot of shit that's going on. Remember we were supposed to be at war?
Yeah. We haven't heard nothing about Iran in 3 weeks.
See what I'm saying? Like this shit don't just happen, I think, sometimes. And then you remember when Trump's supposed to be impeached? Like we was up on that shit. We was really on there every channel.
Yeah.
I ain't paid attention to it.
They find out Wednesday. If you have Google Home, remember to say good morning. Okay, Google. Hey, Google. Good morning, and it will give you your daily. Oh, look at it, and it will give you
mine
your
just
daily.
did the same thing.
Yeah,
calm down, Google.
It'll give you your daily
baby.
news about different stuff. See, the thing is, they may not broadcast it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the media controls everything.
Right, the media controls everything. So if you don't go out and look for it, nah. Like
now, the media is talking about this and talking about that, and we missing all the important shit. And that's just how it is. Remember the Ebola virus?
Yes.
Remember that shit? And also, I want y'all to think about this. What is this year? 2020. Presidential race this year.
Yeah.
I ain't been thinking about the presidential race. Nobody
a lot of people have because all this bullshit is going on.
You heard voter die this year, nigga?
I haven't heard it in the past. I only really heard it when Obama was running. Like now, it's like nobody cares. Like I have no idea what's going on in this world, but
we just know some shit tragedy is gonna happen. And the only thing I can say is, most of the cases that I've read or seen, they were saying like there were cases where it was from people coming from China. They got in contact with another person.
Yeah, well, I just know there's 8,000 documented cases in the United States and 174 deaths. And we don't hear about the deaths a lot. I had to research that.
Is it in the United States or that's in China?
The deaths could be, I think it's in both.
Global?
Yeah, it's only been, I
don't think it's been
some in the Philippines.
I don't think it's no deaths here yet. Or was it 6? I heard something about 6.
Hey, that's too many. Because, like, man, I don't know. That type of thing scares me. Like a lot of people say, they're trying to scare the shit out of you to sway an election or whatever, which I never really got the correlation because, okay, well, shit. The coronavirus is coming. Let us vote for him. He ain't saying shit about that. Like, what the hell?
What you gonna do about it?
Y'all gonna scare the shit out of us to get a vote? Like, I don't know who to vote for. I just know I will vote no on the coronavirus. Is that gonna be on the ballot? Like, what the fuck's going on?
So what you plan to do about it? Don't know. But what?
Next question, please. Motherfucker, I'm trying to see who I'm voting for. Y'all ain't answering the right questions, but I don't know. Like I said, it's a crazy world. And then, all right, I did see a funny video. We're going to wrap this shit up. I saw, it was real, but it was funny too. This dude was going the fuck off. I wish I'd have saved it on my page so I could play it. He was like, okay, you mean to tell me that since Kobe died, now all of a sudden I got to mend friendships? And because a lot of that shit was going on. You were on the internet when Kobe died, like, life is short. Take your ex back. Some people was joking. And then some people was like, if you got a fence you can mend with this person, like, just let it go, man.
Yeah, this dumb shit.
It was like, man, bro, I'm not mending shit because of Kobe. You mend shit because of the people who you got into it with.
Yeah.
And I think that's real. It's like sometimes you can make something good out of a death, out of a tragic situation, but we're going a little bit too overboard.
Didn't they do that because him and Shaq spoke to each other a little bit before he died?
Yeah,
but
something like that. But
they just had a cool ass relationship when he went off for 60 on his retirement day. Shaq was there, and Shaq told him to go off for 50, and this nigga went off for 60. So I mean, they got a relationship. It may not be.
I seen an interview with Kobe and Shaq, like on 30 for 30, like a little while ago, and people were like, "Oh, I don't like Shaq because he snitched on Kobe."
Man,
I mean, I don't like Kobe because he snitched on Shaq. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with you? If that happened, like, Shaq is cool with him.
I think people pay attention to so much of celebrities and famous people that they don't realize the shit at home is different, man.
Agreed.
Like, this shit, I'm not Shaq, I'm not Kobe.
Exactly.
The feud that I got with my peoples, man, it's going to take a little bit more than Shaq or Kobe dying. Like, we're going to have to figure this shit out for the family. Like,
exactly.
Big Mama going to have to die for us to figure this shit
out. That was one of the things he said. That was one of the things he said. He said, your grandma died and you done meant shit, but when Kobe died, you going to all of a sudden take everybody back? And
Big Mama got to die and the TV got to drop full of money. That's the only way I'm going to mend this shit with my family.
And the one thing I said on Facebook, I was kind of joking, but I think I made a cool point. Like, okay, Shaq is 7'6", right. 299 pounds. He don't need us to fucking fight his motherfucking battles. If they had something going on, which they didn't talk about how they were friends, I guess. Mm-hmm. But nobody cared. You know what I mean? We only care about the bullshit. And we should let that pass. A man is gone, a dude lost his friend, and we sitting here choosing sides over something that has nothing to do with us.
Right,
right. Hey, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Hopefully these Chiefs win.
Next Sunday, if they lose, y'all know I'm coming on here talking the worst shit.
You won't be invited. Have fun. Peace.
Later.